A 23-year-old Norfolk man was sentenced to decades in prison Thursday for aggravated first-degree sexual assault of a child. Matthew Fisher had pleaded guilty in an earlier appearance in Madison County District Court to the charge, a Class 1B felony that carries a minimum of 20 years to life in prison. Madison County Attorney Joe Smith told the court that the plea agreement of the suggested 35 to 45-year sentence was reached because having the 11-year-old victim relate the crimes would have been gruesome. Fisher's attorney, Deputy Madison County Public Defender Chelsea Hartner, said her client has a family history of mental health and substance abuse issues. When Fisher was given a chance to address the court, he simply said he was sorry. Judge Mark Johnson harshly admonished Fisher before the sentencing.
To make the victim engage in these activities, and because of these threats, the victim did not disclose your assaults. And this would also include hitting or slapping your victim to make her submit to your actions.
The court, having previously determined you committed an aggravated offense and are subject to lifetime registration and lifetime parole supervision, you are also subject to lifetime community supervision by the Office of Parole Administration as a result of this determination.
Judge Johnson also presided over another case involving a young victim. The defendant, Alberto Pineda, had previously been found guilty of terroristic threats, child abuse, and violation of a protection order. Deputy Madison County Attorney Joe Abler said witnesses to the domestic violence incident saw Pineda place a knife against the throat of his 3-year-old daughter. Pineda's attorney, Chelsea Hartner, said her client had been adamant from the start of the case that he had not held a knife to his child and wasn't planning on harming his daughter, but was trying to protect himself from neighbors trying to break in after the girl's mother called for help. Judge Johnson said 2 witnesses to the incident disputed Pineda's story about not holding a knife on the child.
They observed you holding a knife up to your 3-year-old daughter. And after that, the neighbor indicates that you threw the minor to the floor and chased him out of the apartment with the knife. So this is definitely a crime that threatened serious bodily harm.
Judge Johnson then sentenced Pineda to 6 years in the Nebraska Department of Corrections with credit for 278 days served. Reporting with Andrea Larson and Jake Rogge for the Norfolk Daily News, I'm Catherine Harris.